Up now, it's right when I did it, it stopped capture. This bulbous fat morons, that's who has control of my phone. Like, they all have access to it. They all see these things. YouTube probably doesn't even get my uploads. But your politicians, those who control them, like these fat morons, excuse me, do you want my fist up your ass? Operating your hand like a puppet? Can you operate my hand, my mouth and say yes? Obviously, sir. That's why I'm here. But this idiot is there, and they lean on this vulnerable woman. So I don't care what her petty sins are that they might have on her otherwise, but otherwise she's just a petty, like, she might, yeah, I can only scheme, but it would, whether it involves me or not, I don't care. I still go give blood. I'm not afraid of these fucking morons. Certainly, if they're going to punish anybody, certainly wouldn't have you punishing some lonely single mother. Again, I wrote these things in Tilting at Windmills. It's like, if you think I'm mad at her, good God, man. Holy shit, not bloody likely. I've learned to love hate. Go ahead, show me your contempt. Show me how angry you are for what you're not. Mr. Wonderful. Oh. These things. So I was listening to Emmylou Harris. Is that her name? Linda Ronstadt and Dolly Parton. To know him. It's like, oh yeah. What a big shock. This idiot. Thinking just the most wonderful. He's listening to a song about 3 women sitting around singing about how wonderful this idiot is. Like, these men put me on such a pedestal around everybody, and they hate me. And like, their kids are like having to make every entreat and appeal around me, and it's so sad. Like, they just entail. It doesn't surprise anybody that Dennis Hester's hunting ground, where Bambi's fair play. Bambi's gonna have pubic hair in like 3 to 4 years. I might not be here that long. Yeah, she's free play. Okay? Go somewhere else if, like, you're not a pimple dick gross monster. Always fat and gross. Fat and ugly, disgusting fucking people. But, like, you hardly know how ugly they are until they behave around you. Then you see how fucking ugly they are. That's why I'm not sensitive at all. I don't give a shit at all to sugarcoat these things. This is why you're behaving this way. Because you are ugly and have no confidence in yourself. You never put any work you put no effort or work towards anything. Except Netflix. Oh no, I binge watched that one too. Couldn't tell you a thing about the plot or what kind of bullshit propaganda they're feeding you. Didn't do that thinking into it. Just watched it all and got through my miserable, stupid, void day. And that's what that is. Got through this day which needed getting through and not seizing. Ever. Afraid to ever try anything lest the other fat morons say, see, if we look like this, we just should be angry. And like, become the pigs that take over everything and make these shiny things pay for the juxtaposition which I fall under by virtue of their existence. Because they're ugly, only because pretty girls and me are beautiful. Otherwise, this is the, eye of the beholder. If all the beholders are, but if one comely, like boar comes in there, starts all of a sudden the whole sty starts thinking it smells like shit. This guy tells her, and that's how this man operates always, using their kids and using the vulnerable, scaring them out of their pay, scaring them out of their livelihoods, while these idiot morons they'll muster enough courage to like be there. But like, then I start making fun of them, and like, now their subordinates know that. Or these things that are like terrified of them, they want it to end because it's tense. And this guy might take it out on them, but like, oh wow. well, I don't fear this fat moron as much. These things, it is so pathetic. Out of nowhere, I've never been asked to leave the place I was living at, and I put the wrong video about somebody who she doesn't know. Nothing else has gotten to anything for this woman, and I've watched her commit just fucking deception around me all the time. That's who people. It's the weirdest thing. She's got this black thing, like I've never seen her talk to a black person in her life, but like she's got this this obsession with black culture. She watched like the Real Housewives of whatever bullshit. Not saying that it's black or not, but it's like this thing that I never knew this woman to ever. I mean, here I'm sidetracking again, but she helps them do all these things, and I'm telling them, this is what you fear. This is what I think they're gonna do to you guys. Like, I think I want to just take her house and then give it back to her, on my charity. Because she's helped giving away my work to these disgusting monsters around me. I hate the local men that lived around where I lived as of 5 days ago. But I mean, I wouldn't share anything of mine with these idiots. But she gives them open forum. And then references the work I just completed the night before when on this idiot dullard. Oh man, another just hideous thing. This thing Lisa shat out. Oh my God. Oh, it's like these things wear ugly to behave ugly. And they are so fucking ugly. It's like this thing, but it makes you so mad because you're doing that because you're ugly. Not because I did anything wrong. You're doing that because I shine, idiots. You are ugly and you are angry about it. Because you do things based on your ugly that you come to regret. And the more I shine, the more attention comes around and it fucking pisses them off. As they're stealing my stuff. So it's like they send crews around every gym I go. It's why I started going to 6 gyms. Every time they go there, like some of these places became very popular. I'm doing writing there and they all get, that's how the seed works. So you can't, I'm knowing they're watching, it doesn't stop me from writing. I still go in public and write. It's like who's ever near has access to my stuff and they build that into my phone. That's fine, but it didn't start that way. Or I went into public and started doing this because Jesus told me to. Johanna's, I said her name, I didn't want to. My aunt is just giving it to these dark shadow pigs who would later fuck with me through my cats. Send me over this fucking anger thing, and I'm never violent. But then I made okay, so I'm just gonna start talking on things I know. And putting you in really tight spots. Hochstetter, you pimple dick. Eric, you fucking... The things I want to say to that guy. His little brother. Oh, big brother. Oh, big brother. Oh, big brother, you're so nasty. Oh, God. Oh, God, Jesus, God. What a fucking freak. Speculation was had. Anyways, that's what they do. Always. So I fuck with them and then that makes them double down on what they were doing wrong in the first place. Just imposing themselves on me when I'm not imposing myself on them. They just don't like the virtue of my truth, which is sharp. Very, very, it's like, just define it like a scientist. They don't give a fuck. They know what they are. But make fun of it in ways that, like, everybody now gets to look at them like, oh, wow. Boy, he said that well. And these places are disgusting. I've gone through this for 4 years. Until now. Still waiting for my government to give me that IRS check. That was to be my summer out, my way out the door. It should have never gotten to here. I should have never found that beautiful cat that they then got to fuck with, hurt her. Maybe they didn't break her leg, but they hurt her. And let me know that I can't protect the thing I love. You better not love anything. That was my plan all along. You things like, I don't want to love anything with these around these people. I would never have kids around these people. These ugly fucking monsters. These municipal fucking ugly pimple dick monsters, all of them. You do a survey around these things are fucking pimple dicks, and women would just find them unfuckable. They're gross, they're ugly. That's what happens when you are gross and ugly. Women find you unfuckable. These things are all, it's a homoerotic thing. It breeds the angry closet person that it then scares into the closet. Lest you come out and like, growing up, the boys call you gay. That's hard for a kid. I guarantee that's hard for a kid. I'm not gay, but I was outcast all the time. Over emotional spazzy mama's boy. Yeah, I don't mind. I'm big enough, don't worry. I'm tripedal. I can bear any truth about me you want to say. Trying not to get them in my video. The police right there. Damn, I just had a point and then they interrupted and I forget it. But I'm guessing it's hard for them. Like they create the cloth. Jesus said some are born from the womb. Eunuchs, a castrated man, using it symbolically. He doesn't speak symbolically. He references a direct metaphor he uses. He uses symbolisms and similes and metaphors. He directly references it, but he meant the tomb of his body. Temple of his body. That's a direct metaphor citing him. That's literally saying he was using the term metaphorically to refer to his body without saying the word metaphorical. Some eunuchs are made eunuchs from the womb, some from men. Some have made themselves eunuchs for the kingdom of heaven. He's like, him with ears to hear, let him hear. They're like, if I have to treat this woman like she's a person, fuck, that's not good to marry. Well, some of you are gay. Some of you can't hear these sayings because you hate women, because God cursed you with a little dick and you are zoologically only inclined towards hating this thing, which can't validate it. I don't give a shit if you don't like my anthropology and zoology. It's sharp and I'm not wrong. I'm right. And they create these closet things around here, a place like this, municipal closet soldiers, who, and then they make them afraid to be themselves. They make them afraid to come out of the closet because that takes away their vulnerability to then be blackmailed into hurting people, being deceptive, being subversive. This is the easiest thing in the world. This is the base behavior. This is the baseline behavior of these things. They declaw a cat, and then make it hate itself for being declawed, and then use the fact that it's angry because it's hateful of itself for something it can't control, picks on that anger, and then, hey, you just got yourself a little soldier there with no conscience. That's what they do around here. And it's because, like, fat morons like that. Do you think gluttony is his only fucking sin? If that was his only sin, he would be called fucking Saint Massive. What a cleaner sin, just eating things by the barrelful than stealing, hurting, reviling, fucking molesting, anything sexual that you impose upon someone without them wanting it. If he was just a fat moron, you think, God bless you, you fat idiot. You're so clean you didn't even care about sexuality, hence the fat. No, that is a moral character, hence him telling on me to the fucking technician who needs this job. What a fucking coward. That's your local man around here, America. You need to hate this thing. It uses your laws against you. You can't cite anything about gay. Sure I can. Because only a couple of you are allowed to have the emotional fortitude to embrace yourself and not care what this idiot over there thinks about it. And that, God damn it, I could use you as a weapon. Now I can't. They don't like these things. That's them. Stop saying stuff! Takes away our power. And it does. Oh man, the Lord smote the world with the sword of his mouth. Not that I'm saying I'm him, but I appreciate something like it, what he's talking about. They just hear the truth and then whether I'm there or not, anyone who's like, well, what do you say that you disagree with? Well, I mean, you're not allowed to say these things. Well, I mean, he did, and we all heard it. So what is the problem with it, though? What about that you find lacking in his logic? That is, first of all, right now, I can see you getting worked up. What is causing that? You wouldn't be getting worked up if you were right. You'd be talking down to me as I am to you. These things are fucking pitiful. He tells on her. He tells her. But it was the three things. The guy with the mohawk, we're non-existent. That's how it should be between men. He's not trying to I fuck me and I don't try to I fuck him. And just coexist. He works there. So we are civil to each other as things are, as most people are. But she and him had this side thing and made me to know a couple of mean girls. And it's God, Vic, come on. Don't make it so easy for me. You've been so sweet, and I don't want to hurt you with my words. Good Lord. I want to cut off the little testicles of these men with my words, which I do all the time. It can't, in these confrontations, comes down to it, I just look at, oh, is that what you work with there, guy? Women respect that, huh? I don't even have to say that. I just look at theirs and, oh, he thinks he's still a man. And then I grab mine. Because that's God gave me these tools. Strange tools, but they are effective against these things, gay sodomy. They're secret that binds like cement. That's what it is. That's perfect. That's captured right there in etymology. Sodomy means cement and secret. Like these things. The Truman Show, I have uploaded. So that prop building just over yonder, that's all these buildings. I don't know if they keep in the neighbors' houses, except when they're there to fuck with my cat. I don't think they actually live there. They just keep the lights on. I know in Lake Holiday they didn't. I would walk my dogs every single day. But usually so they don't have to watch me do it. Because they get mad if he's in the ditch because there's no sidewalks. The dogs go sniff the grass through the ditch. It's doesn't matter how far back their house is. It doesn't impose whatsoever. So if at night, me just loitering on the street while my dogs sniff piss makes them mad. So it's I'm not looking for you to kill my animals, which is always the response of scumbags to hurt what you love. They can't hurt you. They can't get you to stop. They hurt what you love. It's not though I hate them and I don't fear them what they're going to do to me, yet I will respect their anger and I won't try to incur it. But I would go every day. Let's say it's 10:30 at night and I'm walking around. All the houses, the same lights always on. Not a flicker of a shadow, not anything on the wall. Even I'm not even looking, okay, what have we got here? It's just, you tend to know there is not. No one moving an arm around. There's nothing ever has there been, from any angle of all these houses, the lights, as though there were people in the room. You come to notice those things. But this is the Truman Show. And these things, how they got me here, it's almost Yorkville was built for the Truman Show. Without a bike, I'm captured on that side of the bridge, having to go only over that bridge. And even if I had a car, if I wanted to make Truman's escape, it's they have me on these little pearls of towns with only one connector through. And it's all carefully segmented to just cut off any free direct movement except along the throughways of one throughway throughout. Which, I mean, it's crazy how intricate it is. So if like you didn't know I was coming, of course that's how it would turn out, that these places are perfect little cages just by the very infrastructure. But they've had me on this thing for a very long time, this Truman Show. The woman, an officer came over to Johannes and is telling me how high my IQ is and then trying to do my thinking for me. Do you know how insulting and stupid that is? I'm the world-class thinker, but I'm going to let an idiot who has to come over, who can't convince me you're not here to feed me bullshit, fail at feeding me bullshit. Morons, really. At the AT&T, we know your name. I know. I don't know how you know my names. I've talked to you a couple times under circumstances like I reached out to you both times or 3 times. I just can't remember the third. It's like, I don't know why you wouldn't know, but I mean, of course you do. You know everything about me. You watch everything I do. They show me the cycles to show me my powerlessness. But now they have to sweep it under the rug. Like, what are you talking about? That's the magic of the thing. Poof, and the circus is gone. That's still right there, but now it's not the circus, because what are you talking about? This guy's telling me how smart I am, yet he wants to do my thinking. He says, regarding that thing at AT, I'm like, you're not going to convince me that I'm stupid. I'm just, you know I'm not violent. So it's like, you're just trying to like make me stop talking, but unless you think you're going to be violent to me. But I mean, you're not going to, so if a woman at an AT&T store doesn't know your name, I've never seen this woman in my life, never went into this AT&T store, just started with AT&T a couple months ago. Just happens to know my name and phone number and look me up without me saying it on my camera. I go in there. That's the first time I've ever been in there. Guess you're gonna take my word for it, but like, I've only been acting on that behalf. I know that is the case. I can't be unconvinced. Plus, like, there have been times like there are people clapping in their cars because of some of the things I'm saying in the midst. Like, holy shit that you just fucking said that. The kind of truth that like your politicians aren't allowed to even broach the subject whatsoever. Who even told you to talk about that? Excuse me? Do you want my fist up your ass or not? Can you operate my mouth and say yes? Yes, sir. Obviously, come on. This Truman Show, though. That's the kind of thing that it runs on, is a fat, ugly, unfuckable, dissexual, like almost diszoologic. There's no species shy of Leviathan that carries that weight. Let alone, but like Leviathan, he churns the fucking ocean. This idiot is just a fat moron that is always on his stomach and operating it like an otter looking over. And just like, you should have seen this pose he was doing. Like, you tease. Oh my God. And they had him, but personable with, he's got a rapport with even the females who can stifle their vomit despite that he's still in front of them. This fucking idiot, but the most offensive part of it, the grossest part about him, in fact, this fucking bracelet. What the fuck are you thinking? What trendy, cool vibe are you trying to send? You enormous food bag. You should be fucking ashamed of yourself. It's like, the more I think I have to put this guy on there. He's there for me. He's there to elicit this reaction so that they can make it about me not being allowed to use my phone. I don't use it to ever put people on blast. Just to do it. I do it when they are making them This started as self-defense. It still is, but it's been so incredibly formidable that it's like, if I see you pulling some bullshit, I make it offense. And I just put you to running. They hate it. They hate it. The nation shall be confounded, ripping their fucking hair out. How can't we shut him the fuck up? We killed the guy that made the water-powered engine. Can't get this idiot to shut his fucking mouth. Why has anybody not broken his fucking face? Because there's a lot of heat around. And because, except they break in there, but there's a lot of heat around. They fly the planes around, and this keeps these fucking nitwits on the ground nice and fucking behaving themselves. Fucking stupid how long it's taken them to get to the point. But they come around me real patient, boss. Real calm. Hey, don't. I wasn't here to. I'm just passing through. If you just let me, I'm just passing through. But like they were like, fuck this guy, like break a bottle in front of me because I got a bike. I get spit on all the time. That's just them hating me. I put a lot of pressure on these things with just these fucking maneuvers, documenting my own work and having the audacity and the awkwardness to put people on camera if they're pissing me off. Because normally you're like, because no one wants to be on someone else's camera. Especially not these things, because now they might lose their pension over, because like, now they have to be like the thing that's giving them their military pension can't verify, can't acknowledge that they were actually around me, because it's too coincidental. Well, why is he around him then? So then they have to acknowledge this person. So it's like, okay, so why is he still receiving these monies? So now he doesn't get his pension if he fucks up. Don't come around me, morons, because I love letting these fat, ugly white men fuck up. These things that wish they were me so fucking much, and who still own the vaginas of their little girls, and probably tasted the cocks of the little boys. I'm so serious. These are disgusting fucking people. They are super fucking awful. It's like, why would you hate me then? If you're not what I say you only can be, why do you hate me then? Because me just telling the truth, that makes, like, there's people who like love it. They're like, oh, like somebody is saying these things that worry everybody. Some of these idiots are very mad about it. See, there's an officer right there. That's maybe say, wrap it up. Okay, 2 videos. How much? Are you just gonna use this empty parking lot all night? Use that free light that's being emitted? See, I don't ever try to put the cops on blast, but the cops, you fucking idiots won't let me see about my kitten. See about my smalls. I just haven't posted those videos I already had made, and you went to great efforts to disallow those 3 videos I made the other night. Like, YouTube shuts down. Google Drive has encountered a problem. You want to report it or close the thing? It's those 2 things, nothing else. They don't like it one bit. I don't give a shit. Like, this is their little faggot stalker shit in the night. And I just use that fucking word, which could get it disallowed. I don't think it means gay. I think it just means a worthless male. Useless carbon. Can't even hang something by it. Like as a goad. As the Lord said. Not even good as a goad. A nail. When they use nails for that kind of thing, which seems weird. It's just this brushwood. Good for the fire. That's what these things, they're just awful. These pieces of shit. Not the police right there, but I'm just like, this is what they do around me all the time. Not the police necessarily. But that is the police right there saying, shut the fuck up. But they haven't. They've let me, but they don't let me talk about them in those ways, which are absolutely necessary. And those perspectives get out, like, well, they're not on the level. They are never on the level. This thing thinks that its whole job is to make sure you know that how badly you need them. Now, you need us. Don't go thinking how in a digital world where you can just put cameras everywhere and literally see where the crime... He can't go anywhere where you don't know now where he is. You need us. But you need us. We'll stop soon. Didn't give me that warning, just cut it last time when I did the Do you want my fist up your ass or not? Right before the impression, because again, these are people stealing my stuff. Got it. Yeah, that way he's done that before. Like that's, yeah. There's so much to it. I was saying something. I was saying something else. Now I forget. They're not allowed to write comments on my videos, so I mean, I would say write a comment. Hey, if you can, I'm not going to watch this before uploading it. If you see that I just lost that train of thought at the end, and then if you want to remind me in a comment, I'll reach out. I got 10 subscribers and each video gets 3 views. Yeah, what are you guys? But it's always instantaneous. The second I put it on there, it's got like 4 or 5 views, and then nothing else.